starting to get cold outside, so I'm glad to be working inside. That is really nice. So we got quite a bit done here. Air compressor. We're starting to work on the wall surfaces now, as you can see. And we've done what I think are the hard parts first. You know, the parts that go up and meet the ceiling where it's got a slope, and we got to intersect that slope and make a nice finished edge. And you know, the up high stuff. So I consider that to be harder work to do. And so we purposefully did that first, and getting the high stuff done so that basically we can take the scaffolding out of the house, because it's a big mess when it's in here and you don't have a lot of room to work. So that's my approach, is do all the high work, use all the scaffolding, and then get it out of here. Get a little squeeze. Wow. There we go. Boom, corner. I'm just gonna slide this here flush on the ends and pop it with a nail gun. So I'm kind of, you know, making them not so sharp. And this is how I'm doing it right here. And it kind of looks old too, doesn't it? It's getting that old look.
It looks something alright.
Or is it getting that far away look?
Yeah, I think it's getting that far away look. The farther away I get, the better it looks.
When it's all done, it'll look like this. The wood's just gonna butt right into it. It's gonna be beautiful. There it is, this one's ready to go. That one's done. Hey Ray, make sure you can hit that stud back there. You gonna have any trouble hitting the stud there?
What do you mean? Oh.
Yeah, no, it's just that there's like, you know, 10 studs right there on that one spot. I got a few spots here along this gable end where I don't have any nailers for my wall material. Here is gonna go horizontal. And right here, there's no nailer. And I knew that before the insulation went in, and I did not have any put in because I didn't want them to struggle to get insulation behind it. So what we done here is I just taken a couple scrap pieces of 1x and I cut them to fit in here, and then I'll just kind of compact and press into the foam a little bit and just shoot them to the framing, and that gives me a great nailer for the edge of my boards. Got a big humping wall right here, and a sharp chisel can make light work of that. Ready to chisel all that off about 1/4 of an inch. And all this right here, we just took about 1/4 of an inch off of that 3-foot section there. I like the what's the thing you got, like it's on your face.
Yeah,
it's your hair, but I don't know what to call it.
It's No Shave November.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, for prostate
No
cancer.
shave?
Well, you're supposed to you're supposed to grow a mustache.
Really, a mustache?
Yeah, for No Shave November.
Do you think my wife would like it if I made grew a mustache?
Yeah, dude, look at that thing.
Dude, I'm gonna do
love
it. I have never done this in my life.
You should.
Because I shave my face.
Yeah, it raises awareness for prostate cancer for men.
Okay, good deal. I'm gonna do it.
Arlo's gonna grow one too. Just a mustache.
Hey, if you're not busy, could you film me putting this corner up? Would you do that for me?
I'm a little busy right now.
Let's look at something super wacky. I'm starting to address these window frames, I'm gonna call it the extension jamb of my windows here. You can see right now that the jamb is set in from the wood down here. That's my finished wall surface. Bummer, but check it out. Tapers down to nothing, and then up here, it actually hangs into the room by a solid, I don't know, almost a half. And that's because this wall was so wacky, we just couldn't figure out a way to make ends meet. So unfortunately, I didn't rip these wide enough. I should have made them wider so they just stuck in far enough for me to plane them off. So what I'm doing is I'm using my electric planer here, and I am planing off everything that's sticking into the room. And then I'm having to add shims from everywhere that is short, like there down to there, and all the way across the bottom. I'm shimming it out flush with the wall surface, giving me a place to attach my window trim, and everything will look basically flush. Before I get too far away on the scaffold, I'll show you what this one looks like now that it's done, the other one. So I'm just ripping small scraps of wood to make these little stops. That's just gonna sort of hold the window in or whatever. It's all caulked in and sealed. And then you can see right here, I've got about a 1/2 inch thickness shim that I added, and you can see the taper. It goes from 1/2 to 0 in about 16 inches. That's about how much this thing is off.
Somewhere in this level right here.
Can't find, dude, I've lost all my camera stands and I only had one, so.
There is a life valley.
Hey, bub. Yeah, we need more lights up here.
I thought this was your camera stand.
Oh, I don't know what yes, it is. Hey, will you hit that vacuum for me?
Yeah, man, you ready?
Oh yeah, hit it. Thank you.
The piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole?
Here I have all my ripped strips. These are 1/2 by 3/4. These are gonna go inside the window just as a little stop, more or less. I'm gonna take a hand plane, break these sharp corners off real fast, and I'm gonna go up there and actually sit on the scaffold and cut these in my lap with a little hand saw, because everybody else is busy using the saws, and I'm kind of up there just measuring and cutting by myself. I have all the tools I need on the scaffold so I can get it done without bothering anybody. Well, you can see right here, besides my tool belt full of stuff, I've also got a nice 6-foot level. I've got an electric planer, I've got a brad gun, I've got a pin nailer, I've got a caulk gun, I've got a handsaw, I've got a drill, bottle of glue, and some other thises and that's, just to try to take care of this one little problem with the windows. It's crazy. There's some glue, little tapered shim here, and I'm gonna set it right there, and boom. There it is. All of a sudden, we're flushed out here to the surface, and that'll work all right. What are you doing over there?
Making sure Jason's working.
Whoa, hey!
I got an eye on him too.
Why do I got 3 guys looking to see if I'm working or not?
I don't know. Just keep shooting.
No, I'm cutting my own boards.
Oh, you are?
We only have a few wall sections to do now. You can see I'm in the kitchen. The wall behind me needs to be done, but I have a vent for the hood there that I have to go ahead and kind of muck out a spot in the foam and make sure I can get the vent through the wall without getting a wire. Guys are bringing some wood in here. Way to go, guys. Doing great. And here, one of the master bedrooms. We have a couple of walls to do. You can see right here behind me, there's a wall that is getting drywall. There's only one wall in the house that gets drywall. This wall is against my other building here. This is a fire rated double 5/8 drywall fire barrier, I guess you'd call it. So that's got to get done. But my drywall man is going to be here shortly. And in the bathroom here, pretty much got everything done. All we're lacking is doing the walls here where the tile is going to go in the shower. I'm always jealous, Ronnie, when somebody walks in here with a new tool. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. This is a Makita 6000 something. Maybe that, does that say 6,000 a minute? Is that how many screws you can do a minute?
No.
6,000 screws a minute. That's what it says, bud. So while Ronnie may not be excited about fitting drywall and finishing it around all these beams, I'm gonna be doing the same thing on the other side of the room, just made out of wood. So to make this double 5/8 drywall firewall passcode, they have to install one layer, and then on the next layer, they have to offset the joints in the boards. Otherwise, it won't pass code. So, so that the overlapping, makes a better wall assembly, basically. While he's doing that, I'm fitting these pieces of 1x12 in between the beams. cutting the angles for each side because they are angled, and then trying to cut them a little bit long to start with. That way it gives me an opportunity to scribe the beam, because these beams, not only are they crooked a little bit, they have a little cup in them too. So I'm actually cutting a curve in some of these pieces to make it fit the shape of the beam. Some other progress worth a mention here. The power company came and dug from the pedestal right here over to the house. Got our meter ready here to, I guess, I don't know if they have to inspect that or what before they put my globe in there, but it's ready to go. And by the way, I'm really glad that I'm just doing this for me and not for a customer, because whenever we decide that, hey, I think it's pretty good, we just stop and call it done. And this is kind of a wacky thing, so you know, if somebody wanted this to be perfect, it would be a lot of work. So luckily we can make it imperfect, but pretty good.